Hi everybody, I'm Kathleen Byram, and I'm the author of Conversations with Donkey, a Bipolar Journey. Today, I'd like to talk about ants, and in particular, their individual personalities, because they have those. They're not like little robots like we think. There's the drifters, the daredevils, and the slackers. When scientists track individual ants in a lab using a tiny microscopic barcodes glued to their backs, they find that, imagine them getting those on there. I just had to interrupt and say that. They find that ants of the exact same age, size, and genetics behave completely differently. The fact, even within the same job description, like foraging, individual ants show consistent traits over their entire lifetimes. Some are naturally bold explorers, while others are cautious wallflowers. You might think that every ant is a tireless worker, but ant colonies have daredevils, anxious homebodies, and literal slackers who just wander around doing nothing. In personality tests, researchers found that bold ants are always the first to rush out and explore a terrifying, unfamiliar space or investigate a potential threat. Meanwhile, their shy sisters will wait by the nest entrance, refusing to budge until it's proven safe. The tool users. Even more wild, a study on tool use found that when a colony needs to drop tiny objects like grains of sand into liquid food to soak it up and carry it back, only a few select individual ants with specific creative personality traits will step up to do it. The rest of the colony just watches or walks past. Colony personalities, aggressive versus chill empires. It gets deeper. Entire ant colonies have overarching collective personalities that stay the same for years, even when thousands of individual ants die and are replaced. The fact, biologists categorize entire colonies on a spectrum from highly aggressive and risk-prone to docile and risk-averse. The story element. If you disturb a bold, aggressive colony, they will furiously swarm out to attack, actively hunt for food across massive territories, and refuse to abandon their nest even under a severe threat. A shy colony right next door under the exact same tree might completely lock down their nest, forage only a few inches from home, and pack up and flee if a predator gets too close. The evolutionary twist. Neither personality is better. Aggressive colonies gather way more food and grow faster, but they also suffer massive casualties. Shy colonies grow slowly, but they survive harsh winters and predator outbreaks much better because they don't take foolish risks. Brain chemistry. Changing careers via neurotranspeptides. Transpeptides? That's an odd spelled word. Okay. If an ant does need to change its behavior, it's controlled by fascinating brain chemistry. In a stunning study, scientists tinkered with specific neuropeptides, behavior-altering molecules, in the brains of massive, fierce, leafcutter soldier ants. By turning a chemical dial up or down, they successfully turned terrifying, aggressive soldiers into gentle, doting babysitters who spent weeks carefully tending to the colony's tiny larvae before the chemical wore off. Now, are you the bold scout type who runs into danger, or the cautious ant who waits for someone else to check it out first? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening, and please would you like and subscribe, and I love comments. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.